are set to go here. Making sure we're all set. Piling on in. At least my mic isn't muted this time. I made sure to check that before I started up the stream here. So we had a lot happen yesterday. In the last episode of RCW, we had a lot happen. A lot of big things happen. Despite it being the shortest episode that we've ever shot of RCW. We've always gone to up to an hour and 10, maybe an hour and 30 usually per episode. But the last episode was only 43 minutes long. So I think that's a record. But within that, we had a lot of things happen. So Matt Hardy's back, obviously. He attacked Brian Outlaw during his match against Triple H, which was a no disqualification. So technically, Matt Hardy didn't break any rules. Brian is still nursing that shoulder injury, as you can see that little thing on his arm there. Still nursing it. But Brian Outlaw had a few choice words for Matt Hardy. And he decided to take to Twitter to do that. What's up, Wild Tay? How's it going? So he decided to take to Twitter to do that. So I have it pulled up right here. He says, Matt Hardy, you have crossed the wrong man. Attacking from behind yet again. Too scared to face me, look me in the eye. Well, you can't run when you're lying flat on the mat, as I am declared last man standing. So the main event tonight will be Matt Hardy and Brian Outlaw in a last man standing match. So there's your main event. But Brian Outlaw has a couple things to say, so let's just see what he's got to say here. If you're wondering why his hair is like that, it's because his hair just lights up from the lights. His hair is not that bright. Still has that shoulder injury there. Still nursing it. I'm out here because RCW needs to realize they can't continue running things the way they do. I've been ignored for too long. It's time they notice it. No, you haven't, actually, Brian. You have not. Actually. I have something I need to get off my chest and someone I need to get off my back. Okay. When it's all over but the crying, and that's just about to get started. Matt Hardy, get out here. Okay, so he's calling out Matt Hardy after his attack, or his ambush, from last episode. Let's see if Matt Hardy answers. And the deleter is coming. Wait, what's happening? Okay, that was pretty cool. I have to admit, that was pretty cool. I've never seen that before. That was pretty cool, honestly. I thought he was gonna, attack him again. It always feels good to step in front of the RCW universe and hearing you make all that noise. I know that one of the reasons that I'm the best superstar in business is because of your motivation. I'm the best because it's your support that drives me to be the unstoppable force that I am. Yes. Yes, John. That is right. I've never seen that animation before, ever. I wonder if it's just Matt Hardy that does that, or if there's like other things in the game. But that was pretty cool. For a first time, I've never seen that. I thought he was gonna like attack him again. You forget that I'm the statement maker around here. You know what you are? You're the eyesore in the neighborhood. That ugly building that nobody knows what to do with. The neighbors complain. They talk about taking it down, but it just stays there looking terrible, driving down the value of everything around it. Unwanted, undesired, and completely unnecessary. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt, as Brian Outlaw's father was not around. So that's really gotta hurt. I've done the math, and it looks like you have 2 brain cells working up there. One in a wheelchair and the other one pushing. Damn. Now that's actually something that I would actually make a joke about. Honestly, that is perfect right there. That's perfect promo. And I'm not controlling this either, so that was freaking awesome. I love it how they chose that. You're witnessing the dumbest superstar in history. Look at him, folks. Isn't he amazing? It always must be a shame when I humiliate him and all in front. Humiliate me? Humiliate me? Alright. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I'm not going to fight you. I'm saying I'm not going to fight you right now. Maybe at the next show or the next pay-per-view, but I don't think these people out here deserve to see me in action tonight. Well, Brian, I'm sorry, you're already booked, buddy. You're already booked. You're already booked. You actually called for the match, actually. I only made it official. You said last man standing were your last words. You said last man standing in that tweet, and I just made it official. No, that's just his hair. He's dyed his hair before. That's part of his character. Uh-oh. Matt Hardy getting in the face of Brian. A headbutt. Uh-oh. This is not good. This is not good at all. These men attacking each other. Jeez. Oh, this isn't good. This is not good. This is not good. Brian Outlaw again being absolutely slaughtered by Matt Hardy. Deleted, as he would put it. He said he wanted to delete Brian Outlaw permanently. I don't know exactly what that means, but he couldn't even sideline him despite the injured shoulder. As he goes for the spear, but miscalculated. I did some changes to Brian Outlaw's moveset. He has like new tag team moves, so whenever he's in a tag team match, when you like double team or whatever, he actually has new moves now. I thought it was appropriate to do that. Referee's got to break him up here. And wow. But don't go anywhere, because we will see these two in a last man standing match in the main event of tonight's show. Again, the ropes are all pink because here at RCW we like to raise awareness of breast cancer, and October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And that leads us to our next match, Alexa Bliss. We haven't heard much from her in a while. She lost the qualifying match for the RCW Women's title. Same with Becky, so they're both... They might be a little peed off. Or as Alexa Bliss likes to call it, blissed off. So they might be a little mad. I know Becky has taken on a new attitude on SmackDown Live, so I wonder if she's going to bring that new attitude to RCW. That fire, that straight fire as she likes to call it. But here she comes. She calls herself the goddess of WWE. And I have to say, from a professional standpoint, yeah, I agree. Maybe not in the wrestling department, but in other departments, yes, that I'm not going to mention. She calls herself 5 Feet of Fury. However, I call her something else, which I'm not going to mention because that would be very unprofessional of me. You know what? Fuck it. This isn't a PG show, so I call her 5 Feet of Damn, but I don't know what anybody else calls it. The Irish Lass Kicker, Becky Lynch. She's definitely lit a fire in RCW here. We haven't seen her in a while, so probably since the since the inaugural season we haven't seen her. I can't quite remember. But I agree, John. I agree. Becky can kick me. She can beat the shit out of me. I don't care what she does, honestly. And with the... I love heel Becky. I absolutely adore it. I think I was a little hesitant on Becky being heel, but... You know, just because of the fact that nobody boos her because she's too much of a badass. Or bad lass, as she would like to put it. But I love her as heel anyway, despite the crowd not wanting to boo her. And I can understand why you wouldn't want to boo her, because she's bad lass as a heel, so... And Becky, like, really unleashing all that fire here. I appreciate that, Wild Tay. I appreciate that for a smaller streamer like myself. It's always good to get compliments. I always appreciate that. We are so close to affiliate. Even when they book her to be a typical heel, she makes it work so well. I agree. Because to me, like, to be a successful heel, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we've talked about this before. I know because we've talked a lot about wrestling. But I feel like to be a typical heel, it's a lot more than just acting to me. I feel like you can only act so much, you know what I mean? Like, if you're a nice person, like genuinely very nice, and you don't have a mean side to you whatsoever, it's sort of hard to act that out. As Becky goes for the... That's a little too early there, Becky. Little too early. Alexa Bliss able to reverse. It's going to be real hard to... I haven't seen much from the Goddess either. Thanks for the host, Wild Tay. I appreciate it. Enjoy yourself a Finn Balor. Good to know that the alerts are actually working the way they're supposed to. It's coming across as genuine with purpose. Becky showed her struggle with Charlotte by beating her ass. That's true. I mean, I tend to think of myself as a nice person, but obviously when creating Brian Outlaw, I had to sort of think, like, what would I be like on real WWE TV? Like, if I was a wrestler, what would I be like? And honestly, like, I just have that personality, that funny personality where that just fits Brian Outlaw. He thinks he's the most handsome guy in wrestling. I always think I have a tendency to joke around about how handsome and good looking I am. So, you know, it just sort of fits. And I love Paige, and so he loves Paige too, and, you know, I was able to incorporate it. How did you come up with Finn Balor for the host notification? I just thought it would be something really cool, and all my alerts are wrestling related, so I took some of my favorite wrestlers, and I found, like, GIFs of them, and I just took their entrance music and attached it to the alerts. There was really no decision. Yeah, that's true. As Becky looks for the disarmer here. She already went for the Bexploder. Little Miss Bliss able to get out of the way there. Ooh. I don't like to admit it, but Charlotte's booking has been sort of parallel to Reigns, where it almost comes off as forced, so that's why we boo her. And yeah, I feel like the worse their booking is, the more we boo them. As Alexa Bliss goes for insult to injury. Count of 2, but Becky kicks out. Yeah, but I definitely agree with that. What's up, Octagon? What's going on, buddy? Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you in here before, but welcome to RCW. In case you don't know what RCW is, it's a wrestling show that I created myself. Basically, sort of like creating my own WWE, if you will, with my own storylines. My own everything. So all of this stuff that you see here, all the logos, everything else, this is all customized. This is all customized by me, and I hope that you enjoy yourself here. What's Alexa Bliss going for here? Elbow drop. I thought she might have been thinking about the Twisted Bliss, but I guess not. I don't know what it is about Alexa that I adore the most, like, about her wrestling character. I feel like after knowing her story, there's a video on her that if they didn't force the whole heel face get dynamic, then Becky and Charlotte would feel less scripted and more grounded. Yeah, that's for sure. I feel like when they had the Paige rivalry and the AJ Lee rivalry, which in my opinion is probably one of the best rivalries in modern day wrestling. Feel free to disagree with me, but as Becky goes, or Alexa goes for the pin, and Becky kicks out. Sorry, I can't keep up. But I think the AJ Lee rivalry and Paige rivalry, I feel like those two just worked well together, and I feel like it was a lot less scripted. I feel like there was some sort of animosity towards them. As Alexa Bliss wins this match with insult to injury. So she extinguishes the fire of Becky Lynch and tells the RCW universe in a moment of bliss to pay attention to the goddess of RCW. And I agree, it's facts. But yeah, I feel like they force it a little too much. Like, you have to be heel, and this is how you have to act. This is how you... I feel like if they improvised it a little bit more... Like, I understand it's scripted, but I feel like if you allowed some sort of leeway, I understand it's got to be family friendly. What sucks? I feel like it's ruining it, because I remember Paige saying that when she was wrestling, even when she's doing her whole GM thing, that she has to memorize like 4 pages of stuff that she has to say. And she says that most of it is improvised. She sums up the main points, like this is what you have to say, and then she just improvises. I mean, that's why I feel like I'd be a good, heel, or I'd be, a good personality for WWE TV. But I feel like they don't let the wrestlers do that because of the family friendliness and the fact that they need to keep it kid appropriate and kid friendly. That it's just gotten to the point where it's like, are you willing to sacrifice how entertaining, just how much are you willing to sacrifice so that, to the point where it's not entertaining anymore? And that's why, like, I enjoy RCW, because I'm able to give you guys, yeah, they can expose a person's mic performance real quick. Yeah, I understand that. But for those people who are, a lot of times in wrestling, when two rivals are in a rivalry, they will meet up and they're like, all right, you say this, all right, you say this. So they sort of like plan out in a way of like what's gonna happen. The second you forget your scripted promo, you get buried. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But I'm saying, like, it doesn't have to be fully improvised. I'm saying, like, they just have to memorize whatever they're supposed to say, and then let them, because it seems, more real. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it just seems like, I love how the rivalry is with Becky Lynch and Charlotte, because I can really sense that animosity that that Becky has towards Charlotte. And I can really realize that's good, but I just feel like with other rivalries, it's like the Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre and Braun Strowman rivalry with the Shield, like the whole Dogs of War. I don't like that thing. I don't. I really don't. Like, at this point, I want Braun to just win the title and be the freaking monster that he is. That's really what I want, and I'm pretty sure everybody wants that at this point. I didn't watch this when it happened, but the Ascension did one promo on their Raw debut, and apparently it was the death of any ounce of a push for them. Wow. Really bad, huh? Anyone who has a problem with that is going to get punched right in their face, and if their fans have an issue with me, well, that's too damn bad. Uh-oh, looks like we're, some of the attitude of Becky from SmackDown Live is coming in. Some of that straight fire that I was talking about. Yeah, I would agree. Why can't they tell them what they want? Why can't they tell them what they want them to and then let them improvise? Because it's because of multiple reasons, Wild say. It's because of multiple reasons. One, it's a family-friendly show. You know, you can't really curse on the microphone as much. I mean, you know, when it was Stone Cold Attitude Era days, you could call somebody a bitch and nobody would say anything. Yeah. Yeah, and also, you know, you get scrutinized, like John was saying. Like, if you mess up your promo, nobody looks at you in the same way, even if it's just one simple mistake. Nobody looks at you in the same way anymore after that. As we go to Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose here, first time ever, Seth Rollins will take on his Shield brother, Dean Ambrose, with Bryan Outlaw in his corner. Bryan Outlaw offered to join Seth Rollins. This friendship between them, I guarantee it's going to spark into something. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe Seth Rollins and Paige could be helpful in Bryan possibly winning a title. I have no idea. But Seth Rollins has to feel a little bit demoralized by having his title stripped away from them, or from him, by AJ Styles at the Barrage pay-per-view. That was a fantastic match. I went back and I watched it. I actually watched the match as it happened. You know, and it's still one of the greatest matches I feel like I've put on. Besides the Edge and Jericho match. I mean, that has to take the cake right there. But just wait until we get to the pay-per-views. Just wait until we get to the pay-per-views. Alright. Let's get this show on the road here. I'm going to take control of Bryan Outlaw for this match. But yeah, I feel like it's because Vince and their creative team want every second. Yeah, you know, and that's an issue. It's like, I understand that you want it to be a certain way, but where do you draw that line between, all right, this is boring, and here's how we can make it more entertaining? You wonder why the ratings plummet. You wonder why, you know, people stop watching stuff. And you wonder why people just don't pay attention anymore. Bryan Outlaw, yes. Yes, he is me, essentially. He is me in the wrestling world. This whole Bryan Outlaw character, his whole persona, his whole idea was basically an idea that I've had in my head for years and years and years as a wrestling fan. Like, his character is strictly based on me. What is this here? We have Seth Rollins coming out in brand new attire, RCW themed attire. As you can see, That's obsessive. Yes, I do agree. I do agree. What do you guys think of that attire? I actually took the time to customize it myself. I just took his original attire and, you know, made it RCW themed a little bit. As the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose. Is coming out here. Now I've noticed on WWE TV that he might turn on the Shield. It looks like we'll see a different side of Dean, maybe? I need controller help. I need controller help. How do I... Where's that thing where that gives you the... Oh, okay, there we go. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, leave match. Take control, distract target, distract ally. Grab object. How do you distract the ref? Oh, okay. That's distract the ref. Cool. I'm just turning on the Superstar HUD for this match specifically, just because of reasons. Seth Rollins is going to town right now on Dean here. Not able to distract him. Brian Outlaw trying to distract Dean Ambrose here. Dean able to keep his focus. You got a 1 count there. Bringing in a sledgehammer. What is he doing? I always thought a cool thing would be Reigns to turn on Rollins and Ambrose and align himself with the Authors of Pain, and all three of them together would look... Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. I would love to see that, honestly. They would call themselves the Empire of Pain. Silly name, but it's in the game. So, yeah, that would be cool. That would be really cool. I'd love to see that. Why is it not distracting Dean Ambrose? What? Maybe Seth Rollins doesn't really need me. Only a 1 count there. You got to take advantage of the Oh no, the patented curb stomp. And still not enough to put Dean down. He's got to be close on the closer half of the ring. Well, this is... Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, I see. So he's got to be closer to me. Okay. Seth, what are you doing? You were glitched for a few seconds. That makes sense, Sean. That makes sense. Okay, I'll remember that. Crossbody pin. And Seth's able to pick up the win here. Now, I wouldn't say that Brian Outlaw really contributed too much. He only distracted him that one time. But you have to give some credit to Brian Outlaw in helping. But mostly Seth Rollins did it on his own. Brian was just a spectator. Sorry, I'm taking a screenshot. Okay, I need to take a screenshot. So there we go with Rollins in his brand new attire. Uh-oh. Okay. Now we got another women's match. We have Paige versus Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan making her debut, a member of the Riot Squad. Absolutely love the Riot Squad. Love all three of them. Would love to date all three of them. So, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, Brian and Paige have had the strangest relationship going on. You know, if you're very familiar with Paige's dating life and Total Divas and everything that's gone on in her life up to this point, she has a tendency to choose bad boys. Guys that are in bands. Guys that are terrible people. But Brian Outlaw is not a terrible person. Brian, he might be a terrible person in the sense of his character, and he might have a really big ego, but he also has a really big heart, really big soft spot when it comes to women. Especially Paige. I have no idea what it is. I'll have to talk to him about it, but I have no idea what it is. You could have, if you should have seen the one, Liv got that blue tongue. Well, she's about to have a white tongue if she's ever with me. Get it? Get it, Johnny boy? You get it? I know it's kind of messed up, but still. Alright. I've had enough humor for the day. But some of his tweets, he was walking out with Paige the one time when she had the title, and he was like, eyes on the prize. Paige was telling Brian that he would earn his shot at the title, whether it's a Universal title or not Universal. I'm thinking WWE. Whether it's the Carnage title or the RCW World title, she told him, you'll earn your shot just like I did, but you have to earn it. There's no way... Damn, this is a wrestling show. Yeah, but it's not PG, so... We're not like WWE, remember that. Remember that. Alright, now let's get this going. We have the two-time Divas champion, first ever NXT Women's champion, youngest Divas champion of all time, and our first ever RCW Women's champion. So she's made a lot of history. So Brian Outlaw has been a fan of Paige for as long as he can remember. He told me that he watched her back in NXT, and let's just say he found some videos just like everyone else did in the past year or two. I hope she doesn't do anything with that title she's not supposed to, because we all know of her dirty deeds, but that's a story for another time. And here we go. We got Liv Morgan here. She actually looks pretty good in this game. She's hot in real life, so I'll take it. I've always loved Liv Morgan. For NXT, I fell in love with Liv Morgan. I thought she was a pretty badass chick. So she's from Jersey too. She's not too far. All right, Brian, where are you, Brian? Brian. Dude, what the hell? What the hell just happened? What the... What the hell just happened? Did you guys see that? Brian Outlaw was over there, and then he just glitched all the way over here, and now he's all the way over here. Doing a little distraction there. Gonna turn on the Superstar HUD again. And another distraction. Now, I can't touch her. I can't touch her. I'm not allowed to. Even though I want to. Even though Brian would like to get a piece of that, he can't. Alright, Brian, keep your eyes on the prize, not on the ass, alright? Brian's got a nice good angle here. Trying to submit Liv Morgan. I don't know what submission that is, but... Come on, Paige. Don't forget you have that payback page. You can use that. Alright, ref. Paige didn't need my help for that one. Uh-oh. Liv Morgan getting all hyped up. Brian's going over here to inspect. It looks like Paige has got it just fine. Wiping off her hands, single leg Boston Crab. That's what it is. Okay, Thank you for the... I don't know all the submissions in this game. I just know, like... Alright. I'm taking control just for the purpose of seeing this angle. There you go. What's she going for here? Looks like the page turner. This is what won her the first ever Divas Championship, made her the youngest Divas Champion. Not going for the pin though. Very questionable there. Brian's liking the angle he just got just a couple seconds ago. Uh-oh. Rope break. Luckily, Paige is smart. Paige is a veteran in that ring. She's smart enough to know. Trying to distract the ref. Ooh, fall away slam there. I love that move. Oh, I love that. That's pretty cool. I've never done that. I've never done that comeback. I've never seen her like do the scream as like a part of her comeback before. I think that's like a new thing. I don't think I've seen her do it in the last game. Looking for the page turner yet again. Connects there. I would drag her away from the ropes just to be sure. There you go. What a smart veteran move. Liv's still able to kick out. I think it's going to take a rampage here. Or possibly the PTO. Uh-oh. Rampage. Alright, it's over now. It's got to be. And yes, it is. You could thank the assist to Brian Outlaw for helping out his girl Paige there. He said, "You got my back, I got yours." You know, so that's quite the friendship there. And honestly, Brian, if I had to if I had to say anything, I would say you chose a good friend. Very good friend. Always choose the pretty ones. Okay? I got lots of those. That way you can flirt with every single one of them without any attachment whatsoever. And it's okay. Alright. I'm taking a screenshot of this. You got a good angle right there too. That's probably what he was clapping for. He's like, yeah. He's like, I got a good angle now. All right, there you go. Gotta love those camera angles. All right, we are on to our next match. Brian Outlaw, he kills me. We have Aleister Black here. Wow. Oh, man. I love Aleister Black. Absolutely adore him. That's some shit grandparents would say. Flirt with the prettiest girls. Yeah, honestly, that's what my grandpa says. That's what my grandpa says. He's like, flirt with all the pretty ones. Make sure you make friends with the pretty ones. We got our coffee, and we are ready for the root of all evil, Aleister Black. Oh, he's already out here. Someone in the locker room is going to have a broken jaw. Okay, so I'm guessing he's talking about his first time ever match with Daniel Bryan. Which is also Daniel Bryan's single debut match. It's his debut match as well in RCW. I believe so. Yeah, we didn't have Daniel Bryan in the last season. Now the question is, will Daniel Bryan leave with chance of yes, yes, yes? Or will Daniel Bryan fade to black? Who knows? You already have a title. You have the tag team title. They are still a team. You'll tell me about it off stream. Tell me about it off stream and tell me, because I have the same entrance for them. I have that same entrance that I had from 2K18. So if there's a new one that I don't know about, tell me about it off stream and tell me about what it is, because I'd love to hear it, and I would love to make that their entrance. Do you guys want a RCW that has extraordinary matches and honest competition? Do you want to see management finally put into... what are you talking about? You have championship around your waist, Aleister. Just not a singles title. It's just not a singles title, man. It's a tag title. You have gold around your waist, my dude. Your tattoos may be badass, your wrestling skills may be badass, but your attitude, not so much. You have a title around your waist. So now we have Aleister Black and Daniel Bryan. Going up against each other for the first time. The Yes Man and the root of all evil. In case you don't know what I'm referring to Mr. Aleister's entrance music. I'll be taking over Daniel Bryan for this match. Honestly, how can you not love Daniel Bryan? Just not only through his previous wrestling career before he retired, but his entire story. Like, always being told no, defying the authority, and then all of a sudden retiring, and then coming back after a couple of years, refusing to give up, and fighting for his dreams. And, you know, I was real emotional seeing him retire. I actually cried watching his retirement speech. And seeing him come back, I cried too, because I was so happy for him when he came back. But not as unhappy as I was when Paige retired. Now that was even more heartbreaking. Just because of how young she is. I mean, Daniel Bryan's getting up there. He's got a family. He's got a wife, Brie Bella. And I think it'll be a matter of time before he retires. Not soon, but I'm just saying, you know, once you have a family come into the picture, it's a little difficult. Alright, Alright, so let's get Alistair in here. I think this is the first time we've seen his... Maybe not the first time. Maybe not. I don't think so. And there he is, one half of the RCW Tag Team Champions. As you can see, the title around his waist there. I'm taking a screenshot. Cause that looks cool. I want that as like a death stare sort of thing. I believe second or third. When you're talking about the entrance? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, I'll check that out. Maybe even record a video of it. And there's that man, Daniel Bryan. Coming up, we still have the main event tonight between Brian Outlaw and Matt Hardy in a last man standing match. Alright, here we go. Alistair able to reverse though. Daniel Bryan says no. Ooh. What a fist right to the face of Alistair. Irish whip on the ropes. Leapfrog. Ooh. And a knee right to the gut of Alistair. Reversal there by Alistair. Reversal by Daniel. Reversal again by Alistair. Reversal again by Daniel. This is such a back and forth match. Daniel tried to go for a big move there. Onto the outside now. The referee gives count. Ooh. Reversal. Reversal again by Alistair. Jeez. The back and forth of this match is just simply unreal. Alistair obviously doesn't want to settle, doesn't want this to end in a count out. That would be very disappointing if it ended that way. We would not let it end that way here in RCW. As Alistair reverses. Now, I think it's a quick time to tell you guys exactly why I made RCW the way it is this season. In terms of the, storylines, and in terms of the like not having the superstar HUD and just having the controller help, like the indicators when you have a signature and all that. The reason why is because I wanted it to seem more lifelike and instead of just video gamey. And I feel like I'm doing that. I'm doing it a lot better with my commentary and having it be like this in terms of like the layout. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see to just improve the quality of the show, whether it's maybe a storyline, maybe as Daniel Bryan goes for that drop kick there, storylines, possibly superstars added to the roster, things like that. I know my buddy Nas, he's a guy that I met in college here. He did a radio show back at home, and I was telling him about this. I was telling him, I was like, look, man, this is RCW, dude. Like, I was telling him about it, and he was like, he watched one of the episodes, and he was like, that's pretty cool, man, but an hour sounds like a lot. And I told him, well, it's not much once you get used to it. You know, once you get used to it, it's not a lot anymore. It's not a ton to do. You know, because when I do this and I do the commentary, you know, some people are like, what do you say? What do you do? You know, you just talk. You just be entertaining. Find a way to be entertaining, whatever that is. And, you know, some people can find that to be very hard and difficult. As Daniel Bryan goes for the knee. That might be the end of Alistair there. But yeah, I plan to have Nas in here and some guest commentators on the show. And hopefully you guys will enjoy that as well. Because, you know, I feel like it'll bring another personality to the table. And it'll just be very cool to have. What a move there by Daniel Bryan, wrenching on the leg of Alistair. That's got to be hard for him because then he won't be able to do his black mass kick. Uh-oh. Daniel, what are you doing? Going up to the top. Elbow drop there. It's still not enough to keep Alistair down. What a big... Know a few names of the moves. You're not just yelling, oh, like the 205 live commentary. Yeah, that's the issue. Know a few names of the moves, yeah. The 205 live commentator doesn't really know much of the moves of the guys, so, like, I'll definitely study. I know Daniel Bryan's moves pretty well, though. I know a lot of the... I gotta get with the cruiserweights, though. I have to figure that out. I know a lot of superstars' moves pretty well. Looks like he tried for the yes lock there. I know. What is Alistair doing? Knocks out the referee. Going for the comeback. Has to get Alistair up, though, to do it. I think he waited too long. Referee's finally up. Yeah, Michael Cole knows, like, pretty much all of the moves. Yeah, I've noticed. Which, I don't know why people get so irritated with him. I actually like him as a commentator because he actually knows what he's talking about. However, the wrestlers that I do have on the show, I'll try to study their movesets a little bit more and see if I can, know some of their moves. However, I know quite a bit of the wrestlers' moves here. Like, I try not to, as Alistair goes for the Black Mass and lands it, Daniel uses resiliency to get out of there. Man, what a great match. I tried to kick it, no. I tried to block his comeback, but that didn't work. Alright, Daniel. You really gotta pull something out of your ass here. Not literally, but figuratively. You know what I mean. Alright, Daniel. You gotta do something, my dude. What a big reversal there by Daniel. Going for the yes kicks again. Or as Miz likes to copy them and call them the it kicks. Reversal there by Daniel. Bust Alistair wide open there. Another fist to the face there. Come on, Daniel. You got to do something. Look at the blood on Alistair's face. Just spewing right out. Daniel Bryan getting tired a little bit. Goes for the X kicks one more time. Does he still have the headbutt as his finisher? Okay, there's a knee strike. Does he still have that headbutt? No? Sometimes he uses it, though. I've seen him use it. Oh! Try to reverse. Reverse again. Oh, no. Drop kick there to Alistair. Moving him towards the center of the ring here. Looking for the knee. And connects. Camera crew getting a replay. Goes for the pin. Come on, ref. And Alistair still kicks out. How is that even possible? 2 knee strikes. Plus being bombarded with yes kicks. Little miscalculation there by Daniel. Oh, Alistair missed. Reversal there by Bryan. Oh, tried to go for the axe handle. German suplex by Alistair. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Black Mass, Black Mass. This isn't good. Daniel? Oh, no. And Alistair comes out with the win. A second Black Mass kick was just too much for Daniel Bryan. Almost had Alistair there. I really thought he had him. with that knee strike. When Cole commentates for the Mae Young Classic and UK Championship tournaments, he's really great. Yeah, he is, because he knows a lot of his stuff. I feel like they should fire that 205 Live commentator, like, or at least one of them, because he doesn't really know any of the moves. Okay, that looks really cool. Just him being covered in blood. That looked really cool, honestly. We are on to our next match, which I believe is our main event of the show. If I'm correct, hopefully. Yes, it is. It is Brian Outlaw versus Matt Hardy, last man standing. Black versus Brian was a killer main event. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been a killer main event. Don't worry. Or are you talking about Black versus Brian Outlaw or Black versus Daniel Bryan? Because I don't know what Bryan you're referring to. There's two different ones. But I agree. Rematch next week for one half of the... Interesting. Interesting. Rematch next week for one half of the RCW Tag Team titles. Oh, Daniel Bryan? Okay. I'll have to think about that. But I like your thinking. I love your thinking. I like it. Here he comes. The Warden, as he likes to call himself. Seth Rollins had something to say about this match earlier before the show tonight. If I can look it up right. Hang on, let me He says, I'll be keeping a close eye on my training partner, the Warden, Brian Outlaw, in his last man standing match. Making sure no one gets involved. Good luck, man. Burn it down. And Brian replies, I think the term you're looking for is locking it down. Hey, I know you mean well, though. You will get your rematch for the Carnage title soon, man. I know it. So who knows? Maybe Brian's trying to lift the spirits of Seth Rollins a little bit. He's got to be feeling still a little defeated after his loss of that title. But after his win against Dean, he probably feels a lot more... as the deleter, Matt Hardy, comes out. He says he wants to delete Brian Outlaw permanently off of RCW. I doubt that's going to happen, Matt, but you can hope as much as you want. Brian Outlaw. Matt Hardy, last man standing. We are underway here. As you can hear the RCW Universe chanting Delete in Matt Hardy's honor. A spear right out of the gate by Brian Outlaw, as apparently it decides to go to a replay because they think it's that cool that a spear actually happened. Uh-oh. Reversal there by Brian. Another spear. He utilizes that a lot. You'll see him. Uh-oh. Onto the outside. He says, I don't want the sledgehammer. Ooh. Painful. Backbreaker there. Brian able to reverse out of it, though. Looking for a drop kick. Doesn't get one, though. And another neck breaker there. I think it's a neck breaker, I believe. Not a back one. Keep an eye on that injured shoulder there. Hasn't been a factor in many of Brian's matches, but in this one's a little different. It's last man standing, so anything can happen in this. There you go. There you go, Brian. Lays him down on the canvas there as the referee starts the count. Picked up a Lucille bat. That's not going to work for him. Eight, just a count of 8. And like Brian Outlaw says, sometimes you got to break some rules, and sometimes there's a chair involved. And that's exactly what he's utilizing here. And another chair shot to the back of Matt Hardy. You have to wonder if he's just continuing to punish Matt Hardy. This isn't about winning to him. This is about vengeance. This is about destroying Matt Hardy for what he did to him in his match last week. Samoa drop there by Brian Outlaw. That's one of his newer moves. Ooh. Right at the gate there. Reversal there by Brian. Lopez press. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where's he going? Doing a little bit of redecorating here. Move out of there. Move out of the way, Michael Cole. Some more redecorating of the tables. Oh no. As the tables decides to glitch out a little bit. You see that there in the barricade? Oh no, what's Brian going for here? The correction through the announce table. As you hear chants of "This is awesome" from the RCW universe. This is insane. What's he doing? He could have probably just won the match right there. But chose not to. Another reversal. Ooh. Face plants Matt Hardy, busting him wide open. See, like I said, this isn't about winning anymore. This is about vengeance. After the injured shoulder, the attack last week, or not last week, but last episode. And the referee's down somehow. Okay. Let's Matt Hardy get back up. Not for too long, though. Matt Hardy able to reverse. Looking for the twist of fate there. DDT. Oh. This can't be good. This can't be good. Looking for the jailbreak DDT. Reversal by Matt Hardy. Matt is still very in this match. Brian, you gotta get up, man. And a reversal by Brian. More punches to the face, just busting Matt Hardy. That cut's already looking worse. Hurricane Rana there. Lifts him up. Looking for the correction again. Lands it. Brian's not done though. Where's that chair? Oh no! Brian able to reverse though. Outside the ring, taking a breather. There's no problem in that. It's a table. It's a little glitched out a little bit, as you can see. The weird glitches in this game. Brian looks to take this out to the crowd here. He's got to lift up Matt. That's the weirdest glitch. Oh my god! Matt Hardy got his foot stuck on the table. That's probably one of the weirdest glitches I've ever seen in my entire life. As they go in the crowd here. Anything goes here. Oh no. Gets right back up. I don't think that's such a good idea, Brian. And through the table. Suplex right through the table. Oh no. And again. That same move there by Matt Hardy. Gets right back up though. What, does Brian have a death wish or something? He keeps getting up. Despite... He could have won this match a long time ago. But like I said, it's not about winning anymore. What's he doing here? Another chair. And Matt Hardy absolutely getting decimated by Bryan. Chair right to the face of Matt Hardy. He's getting Matt Hardy up. He's saying, come on, let's go. This isn't done yet. Oh, that was a weird, weird glitch. Bryan Outlaw looks possibly put him through another table here. Is he going to do the same thing he did earlier? Bryan, don't. And another correction through the table. Like I said, this isn't about winning anymore. This is about punishment. Yeah, stay out of the way, Michael Cole. Back into the ring here. Kick to the face of Matt Hardy. Bryan reverses again. Clothesline. Looks to take a breather here. Calling Matt Hardy up. Saying, come on, let's go. Man, this man's got a real death wish, I'm telling you. He could have won this match a while ago, but he chose to just keep it going. And he's probably going to end up paying for it. Maybe not. Lifts Matt Hardy up. It's not what I wanted to do, but okay. We're just going to go with it. And a correction on the outside. Okay. Okay. What's Bryan going for here? Just practically dragging Matt Hardy. Reversal. Oh no. Walking away? What? What is he doing? He's walking away from Matt Hardy. Letting him recover? And just continuing to go after the face of Matt Hardy. It's not what I wanted to do. I swear this game sometimes. Bryan reverses. Again, that's not what I wanted to do, game. Grab him. Grab him. Thank you. Drag him. To the edge of the barricade. Oh, man. Oh, no. Face first into the ring post. And again, face first into the ring post. Bryan getting right back up, though. Matt reverses. Samoa drop by Matt. He doesn't even care anymore. He just wants to be done. But Brian Outlaw says, no, I'm not finished with you. Reversal again by Matt. Reversal by Brian. Ooh, attacking the back of Matt Hardy. And another correction on the outside. But Brian isn't done yet. He says it isn't over. Oh no. Brian, don't! Spear through the barricade! How is even Brian standing? Oh no, what is he doing? Knee strike again. Big boot to Matt Hardy. How could he still not be done? Oh no. What's he thinking? Oh, and a reversal, and now Brian's busted open. A reversal by Brian. And you just gotta look at Matt Hardy. Look at the punishment. Oh no. What are you doing with that sledgehammer? And hits Matt Hardy with a sledgehammer. Just absolutely causing absolute carnage, as John likes to put it, to Matt Hardy. A reversal. Face first right into the barricade. Pushes Matt away. Uh-oh. He's saying, come on, let's go. We're not finished yet. We aren't finished. Uh-oh. Brings Matt Hardy back up. Oh no. Brian, this is enough, man. This is enough. You didn't have to do this, man. You didn't have to. You could have won. Oh no. What's he going for? We're gonna go backstage? No. Brian, no, no. This should not be happening right now. What? The game just froze. Oh my god. The game just like broke. No. You've got to be kidding me. The game, I tried to go backstage and the game was like, nah. You're not going backstage. You ain't going backstage. Jeez. I tried to go backstage. And then the game froze. Oh my lord. Oh my god. The same thing. I'm trying to think the same thing happened to me in universe mode when who was it? Yeah, right? It just, dude, I tried to go backstage and the game just was like, nah, you're not doing that. Brian Outlaw broke the game. Don't worry, guys, we're not gonna let it end that way. We are definitely not letting it end that way. That was... Why does it say that... Okay, we're just gonna say Aleister Black won that one. Okay. We're gonna have entrances off now because we're just gonna do this. We're going to do this. Okay? This is a redo! Alright? I apologize for that. I didn't expect the game to just crap the bed and just freeze. Brian should be fired. Brian, you broke the game, Brian. You broke the game, my dude. You broke it. I'm gonna text my... Oh my lord. This is the craziest thing that's ever happened. Alright, now redo. Let's go. Matt Hardy and Brian Outlaw again. Knee strikes. And another knee. Brian wants to get this done quick. He's done enough. As Matt reverses. What a move by Brian. Oh no, Brian gets up right, or Matt gets up right away. Reversal. And a crossbody. Alright, we're not going to go backstage now because the game's just going to... We are restarting the match. Delete! Oh no! On the injured shoulder of Brian. Alright, ref, you have... Alright, Brian, that was the weirdest animation I've ever seen. Able to reverse out of it, though. Okay. Brian doing some quick redecorating here. Trying to just end this really quickly. What's up, Flair? Correction onto the outside. Oh no. Oh no. Not again. No, Brian. That's not where I wanted you to go with that. Get him back out. Nope. Not. Brian. Do something right for once, my dude. Please. Tries to go for the twist of fate and a spear. Redecorating the other announce table. Count of 8. Matt's up. Matt rolling over to the outside. Big mistake. Voice crack. Had a cough there. My apologies. And another correction on the outside. All right. Brian says we're done here. Do you need stamina, Brian? Hello, what are you doing, bud? Okay, finally. It gave me the indicator. Don't do this, Brian. Correction through the announce table. Brian says we're not done. Brian's not done. Brian's not done. And another correction through the other announce table. And a spear for good measure. Oh, that's what you replay? Grabbing a steel chair. Matt able to reverse though, and a steel chair to the back of the head of Matt Hardy. Like I said, this is about punishing him. He looks to put woken Matt Hardy to sleep, as John says. He's not leaving until he does. Well, Brian says there's one last thing I have to do. Just one more thing. Oh no. Not this again. Oh no. Brian, what are you doing? Not what I told you to do, but that's alright. Tossing Matt once again onto the outside. Oh, come on. Get down. Matt able to reverse. Brian reverses. And down he goes. Dragging Matt Hardy. Do I not have the ending? Oh, of course I have a signature. Well, I gotta get rid of that first. What a camera angle here we got. Real close up. Matt, what are you doing? Alright, dude. You've been boring me with that same move. Alright. He says time to finally put the woken one to sleep. Why aren't you giving me the indicator? Alright, okay. Spear through the barricade one more time. And Brian's just going to let the referee count him. How is Matt still up? What? How is Matt still up after... How is Matt still alive? Is the better question. Alright, that's it. And Matt reverses. Oh my god, how is he still living? Side effect. No way. There's no way. There's no way he's still... Oh, he trying to go for the twist of fate now? Are you... You have got to be kidding me right now. Alright, does he have his finisher? No. You know what? That's it, Matt. I'm turning on the Superstar HUD just for this one time. Okay? Oh, you have got to be... No. Okay, cool. No, he tried to do the low blow. I tried to do the low blow, but it didn't work. I tried to do the low blow and it didn't work. No. Put him out. No. And a low blow to Matt Hardy. That'll keep anyone down. That's gotta be it. I swear, if he gets up after this, if he gets up, and Brian Outlaw is finally declared a winner. Finally, there has been a winner. What a match. First, we do the same thing we did before. Brian Outlaw puts Matt through the table, through both tables, using the correction. Spear through the barricade. That still wasn't enough. But finally, low blow. It's completely legal. No disqualifications. Right to the Woken Jewels. And Matt Hardy is finally asleep. Thank you guys for joining me for this episode of RCW. I apologize for us having to restart the match over again. The game just decided it was a good idea to crash. And, yeah. The game sometimes has a mind of its own, and it was unfortunate, but we ended up getting a better match anyway. We ended up getting the same match we would have gotten out of it anyway. So, could this be the last time we see Matt Hardy and Brian Outlaw in a ring together? I doubt it. I think Matt Hardy's going to come back stronger by the way this match ended, with a low blow rather than an actual move. But no disqualification. That's Brian's bread and butter. The Warden has finally put Matt behind bars and asleep. So thank you guys for joining me for this episode of RCW. Let me know if there's anything I can do to make this show even more entertaining. Obviously, I'll learn the names of the moves. Obviously, and I'll try to keep my commentary a little bit better. But other than that, other than those two things that John mentioned, let me know what you guys would like to see. Your input is strongly encouraged in this show. Whether it's you want a specific match, you want a specific main event of a show. Be creative though. That's the only thing that I will say is do something creative. Don't do something that WWE does in the sense of doing the same old match over and over and over and over and over and over with the same outcome. Be creative. That's what this show is about. This show is about giving wrestling fans like you, like myself, and everybody else that happens to be watching this right now, an entertaining show. And it wouldn't be entertaining. I wouldn't put on the matches that I put on without you guys. And I initially have a very creative mind, so I have no problem making the match cards, but if you guys want to see something, let me know. I would love for you guys to give suggestions for match types, maybe even pay-per-views, man. I tend to usually leave the pay-per-views open to my wins. Roman Reigns wins all of the RCW titles. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that, but including the women's title. I'm done. Including the women's. But before we go, before I send you guys off to whatever the hell you're doing after this, I'd like to ask you guys some questions. First question. What was the most entertaining match tonight? Because I know we had Aleister Black and Daniel Bryan, and we had Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss, and we had Paige and Liv Morgan. We also had Brian Outlaw and Matt Hardy as the main event, and we also had Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. So, what match did you find most entertaining tonight? Probably going to be the main event, but I'd like to hear your guys' opinions. What was the most entertaining match? Honestly, from a non-biased standpoint, I think the most entertaining match had to be the main event, which was Brian Outlaw versus Matt Hardy. I feel like it, not just because my character was a part of it, but I feel like the rivalry between them is the intensity just absolutely is uncomparable to anything. And the fact that Matt Hardy was still able to get up after all of that punishment, the 2 corrections through the announce table. The corrections, I believe he did a correction on the outside as well. The spear through the barricade. It took a low blow for him to finally get down. That man has heart. And I guarantee Brian Outlaw, even after this match, after absolutely like crushing and punishing Matt Hardy, he cannot deny that Matt Hardy has heart. With as big of an ego as he has, he's not going to be able to deny that. So, let me know what you guys think. And also, like I said, this show is about you guys. If you guys want to see something, if you guys really dig something, even if it's like somebody's entrance, like if you want to see changes to somebody's attire or whatever that may be, if you guys want to see some changes to somebody's attire for a pay-per-view, usually that's what I do for the pay-per-views. I change the attire, the color of the attire for the pay-per-views, usually, for some of the wrestlers. Not all of them, but some of them. If you guys want to see a certain match, if you guys want a certain rivalry, or if you guys want a certain storyline, or something like that, I will gladly put it in the suggestion box. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to get used, but I just want all of you guys to know that your suggestions and everything that goes into this show revolves around you guys. It's nothing that I do. I just make the matches. I edit the photos. I edit those screenshots. Those screenshots that I took will be edited and put on the Facebook page. Probably put on my Instagram afterwards. Or probably made into some tweet or something. But the bottom line is, you guys make this show what it is. It is what it is because of you guys, and I just want to let you guys know that. I make the matches, I make the storylines, whatever, but ultimately, I think of you guys as wrestling fans. I think of them in the mind creating this show. I think of it as an opportunity to give wrestling fans like myself and like all of you what you guys want. WWE isn't doing that. They're starting to get better by that, about that, but they're not doing enough. And I feel like this show is the substitution for it. A lot of people that I've talked to that have watched the show, they think that it's better than Raw. They think it's better than SmackDown. They'd rather watch this than SmackDown. Or they'd rather watch this than Raw. And out of everything that I've done for this, it's just very heartwarming to hear that. To hear that my show is as good enough as something that you're watching on TV, if not better. And that's amazing. One day, I hope that RCW actually becomes a real thing. Like a real wrestling brand, a real full-on thing. I hope one day it will be. That's the ultimate goal. But for now, we have this, and we have a great outlet, and I love it. So I'd like to thank every single one of you that comes in, even if you aren't able to watch the whole show. For those of you who watch it on demand after the fact, who go to YouTube, go to my YouTube channel and watch it after the fact and enjoy it that way. I don't care how you enjoy it. You know, just knowing that you're a part of it is really heartwarming, and knowing that you guys actually care about this and as much as I do, because I put a lot of work into this. Outside of my college everyday homework, this is all I do. I'm always thinking of stuff for this show. So with that said, I appreciate every one of you joining me on this episode of RCW. I'm thinking going forward, we might do 2 episodes a week. We might not. It all depends. So keep an eye out for that. I might still do 1 episode a week. I might still do 1 episode a week. 2 episodes a week. Maybe. I might fluctuate those. So just keep an eye out for that. But don't worry, Jesse. Don't worry, Jesse. You might be late, and you might be a little late to the party with the show just ending, but it'll be available on my YouTube channel at BGX Plays, the same as my Twitch. It'll be available in a playlist in a couple minutes after the stream is ended. So don't worry, you can still watch it. And you can watch any of the episodes up to date on my YouTube channel as well. So you can watch any episode of RCW that has happened up to this point. So anyways, I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you guys for joining me. I apologize for the issue that we had. Sorry. I apologize for the issue that we had with the main event, with the game just completely crashing and us having to do it over again. But that is okay. That is fine. We got it. There's always a loophole around it. So we are good. We are set. Thank you. And I cannot wait to see what happens next week. I'll catch you guys next week on the brand new episode of RCW. Remember, if you miss one, they're in a playlist. Ravage Championship Wrestling Season 1 and 2, they're all in a playlist. You can watch them chronologically as they've happened. I recommend watching them chronologically, because otherwise you're not going to understand what goes on if you watch episode 2 before episode 1. So, you know, I highly recommend you watch, if you're going to watch them in order. And the playlist is in order, so you're able to do that. So after one video ends, you'll be carried on to the next episode. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time on an episode of Ravage Championship Wrestling. See you later, guys.